Hello and welcome back to the Lich Please podcast. I'm Iwan, and always I'm here with my co-host Alex. And we're joined by two members of my Wednesday campaign. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Elena. I play Leah in Ewan's Wednesday sessions. She is a paladin. That's about it for her. She's not too interesting.
Hi, I'm Beauty. I play Sorshana, the bard of the party.
Yeah. So, you guys are doing the exact same campaign, but different groups, which is proving interesting for me. It's already caused some animosity. Some slight animosity. There is some...
Yes!
There is some shade being thrown from both sides.
Thrown at you, for you. No one else, just you, Iwan. You get the shit.
Why? Come on, Alex. Air your grievances. What's wrong, buddy?
My grievances. We've been playing for so long, and I still know nothing about this prophecy. And then you turn around to me in an episode and go, Alex, by the way, they know more than you.
Yeah.
During
the session, he was like, "Oh, you know more than the Monday group now," and it's like, "Oh, that's surprising. I think we've had maybe half the sessions."
Exactly, pretty much exactly half.
Pain. As a law gremlin, it's painful. It's so painful.
You do know more in some aspects, but they know more specifically. You do.
I know what we know more of, right? Like, we have more options, but it doesn't help. Like, it's irrelevant. Like, it's just made things more confusing for us than anything. It has. So, I would argue we know less, like, significantly, like a staggering amount. It's annoying.
I mean, we did have to go through an honestly terrifying encounter to get this information.
Yeah.
Can I say
do you want to...
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, you tell us what happened in that encounter. You fill Alex in.
So he essentially put a death ward up against a level 2 party, killing Elena almost immediately. But not...
like, fully dead, not even death saves. Fully dead.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of the rest of that encounter on mute, pacing my room, honestly seething.
Oh, I would have been pissed too.
I was like, he wouldn't just kill us. But also, maybe?
Yes, he would. It's the title of our campaign on D&D Beyond. The description says, "My first TPK will happen." He would. He absolutely would.
He got very close.
I would, but it wouldn't be permadeath. I wouldn't intentionally TPK you.
But unintentionally, yes.
Yeah, unintentionally. It can happen.
That's nearly happened on our one.
It was... The fact that you told us how much HP the enemy had, I was like, we're definitely like, this isn't death. Something else is going on here. But also, this is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was. It wasn't pleasant for me. I mean, I mentioned during the session when I ran it before something similar. I gave them a dragon and it just wiped them out, and it was a nice, quick death for them all. The race was pretty slow and painful. I hate it. It was not enjoyable, to be fair. I would hate to actually be in that situation, fully in a campaign where you're just watching the party die slowly.
Don't worry,
and you haven't got a plan for.
You'll get there soon. Don't worry.
I will.
Can I just say, it reminds me of what episode 3 of Never After.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Where it was unintentional. We didn't know what we were getting into.
No.
Ended that way.
It was a rough session. You guys made it out. You're all okay. You're fine.
Yeah, and we know stuff now, and we're also all fluent in the button language.
Yes.
We are all fluent in Buttonish, which is
more pain.
Again.
Sorry?
Who asked for the language?
I think it was Kaylin?
I think it was.
Kylan?
I know it
I
was.
think it was Kylan. I don't remember. But yeah,
we
you
were
are
like,
now fluent.
Yeah, we were like, could you at least make one of us fluent? And the god was just like, yeah, sure, why not? So now we're all fluent, and we barely rolled for it.
Poor Al.
Pain. I've
How
been
many rolls
rolling
do you
for
have,
like
Alex?
20 sessions. I'm not even joking. I've been rolling for so long. I'm one roll
It is
off
like
as
20
well.
sessions.
Like one roll. I'm one natural 20 off of getting this. It's sad. It's so sad. And I'm the closest. My character is the closest to speaking Buttonish, which I think's funny because I'm the dumbest character.
Yeah.
But yes, the language that was created because we wanted it to be created, we have not learned. Yes. Pain.
I mean, our party, I mean, we care, but it's not very high up on our priority, the button stuff.
It's not.
Like, we forget every few sessions.
Yeah.
We're really not worried about anything at the moment.
No, you're not. Which is, I think, one of the main differences is.
It's like the biggest difference.
Yeah. You guys are very. Wednesday are very goal orientated, and you are aware that you need to kill the goblins. Mm-hmm. And that is what you're doing. Whereas you, Monday, are very map orientated, and you want to visit all the little places on the map. So that's what you're doing.
I mean, it's gotten us fun stuff. Not,
it had. It's gotten you interesting
knowledge.
Things.
It's gotten us things that make my brain hell for like a week.
Yeah.
But yes, we get fun stuff. Not death-inducing things. That's something we don't get.
Nah.
Yeah.
So, favorite classes and subclasses, they can be different. You can go for different things. But, yeah, what would you say your favorite classes and subclasses?
I haven't played enough D&D to really know. This is my second big campaign.
Oh,
so,
right, okay.
Like, yeah. So, my previous campaign, I played a Phantom Rogue, which was fun.
Ooh, nice.
I loved her.
Yeah.
It was great fun. Yeah, but mostly, I don't really know them that well. I know I prefer like martial classes over spellcasting, just generally, because my first character was mainly spellcasting, and half the time I just ended up trying to stab someone. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Different. When I first dived into D&D, I was immediately one of the spellcasters. One of my first ones was like a druid cleric build, but I personally am a wizard main. And the subclass I prefer is divination.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Do like divination.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a strong one.
It is.
It's a pain to DM for because you can have a really good roll and you're like, yeah, okay, this is going to increase the combat, make it more interesting, make it more complex, and the divination will go, nope, not one, and you're like, fuck. That always happened.
Yes.
I feel like that happened in one of my campaigns with a divination wizard. And there was times when they would just bank the rolls, and they'd be like, we're just going to keep this nat 20, and like at a critical moment they just drop it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I am just like that. One of my first wizards ever was actually an octopus.
That's really cool.
They're like, with the octopus there.
I mean, fair enough. I've known people with random like races for their characters. I mean, the ideas for the pirate campaign have been like thoroughly interesting. We're going to have a monkey, and not like one of the players. So that'll be fun.
On the pirate campaign, I think there's something that you've been asking me to say, and I was like, I think it's best if it comes from you.
Have I?
Yes. If you forget, you can't forget now on camera.
Oh, so So we start the pirate campaign. I know we start the pirate campaign after we finish Arc 1, which is when all the goblin camp things are killed, which will be like December or something. I don't know. It depends how fast we work. Maybe a bit later. Yeah, it's going to be later. I know it. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically I asked Iwan, and I'm guessing he's not asked solely for the fact that he's just posed this question to me. I asked Iwan, I was like, oh, are you still going to keep DMing the Wednesday campaign when they finish Arc 1, or do you want me to do the pirate campaign on Wednesdays when they finish Arc 1? And he was like, I can ask them. I was like, yeah, sure. It's up to you. So basically, I was gonna. he was meant to ask the Wednesday group, so you guys, if after Arc 1 you wanted a pirate themed campaign for an arc, and then like mine, because that's what we do on Mondays, basically, or we'll do.
What we will be doing.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just like a free question to the Wednesday group: is after you finish Arc 1, do you want a pirate campaign? And then you go into like.
I mean,
mine.
It sounds fun, but I feel like we need to talk to everyone about it.
Yes.
Talk with everyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely. And I blame you for forgetting to ask.
yeah, that's
like
fair.
A month ago.
I'm down.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what the others would say.
I think they'd be probably down.
Yeah.
I think Mia,
great.
Kaylin probably would.
Probably.
Yeah, it's going to be chaotic.
Yes, it will be. Not by choice, but
especially since you wanna homebrew pirate themed classes with everyone. So I feel like you guys have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, that will be fun. It's mostly because good pirate classes don't exist. So, and it would like wrap in with your backstory. It's a whole thing. Which I've done my first one, and well, technically you've done yours, Iwan, but like we haven't done it properly.
But we're gonna go over it, yeah.
Yes, but me and one of the other players have already done one. Yes, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. It's better than any other class I've seen. It's great. It should be good. Not getting anyone's expectations up, but it should be fun. And yeah, we'll probably start after December, unless if my group is hearing this on Mondays, if you guys want to be really quick, like if we just bum rush all the goblin bases, just single mine, just every session go to one, that's fine by me. Then we can start in December.
You know I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, I
know. You know I'm not going to let that happen.
It was worth a try.
So one character that crosses over in both campaigns, who both groups mutually dislike, is Iwan.
Oh.
He is a character in both campaigns. He started as a character of mine, and I was like, I liked his like dickish personality, and I kind of toned him up to 100, and like I'll just plop him in.
Is that the button man?
No, Iwan is the tiefling.
Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Todd. Yeah, sorry, Todd. It's Todd.
You guys renamed him?
It's so hard to push him towards
him. They just call him Todd to his face repeatedly.
Yeah. Hey, Todd.
Fair enough.
Todd.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And the next time we see him, we're giving him a flower crown because he was being mean and said, "Oh, are you going to go off and make daisy chains or something?" So now we've made like flower crowns for all of us, and we're called the daisy chains.
Nice.
Yes.
I mean, we've only spoken to him like twice, I think. The first impression was very poor from him. Very poor. Yeah. But like that was when Dan was not a full-fledged Dan. I feel like given Dan's personality at the current point in time, if Dan was to meet him the first time, he would probably like throw him through the door. Like it would be something. He wouldn't be impressed. I would not have been happy. But I think we've only spoken to him twice. Once, like before the Goblin Hut, the Goblin escort mission thing, and then once afterwards, maybe. But we haven't seen him since. I don't think so. Not to my recollection. I can't remember.
I feel like we've seen him more than that.
You've seen him more than that, yeah. You guys have.
Yeah.
You guys moved too quickly for me to bring him up. Like, I'll plan to have him arrive in a session. You're like, oh, we're leaving town. And I'm like, well, okay. It makes very little sense for him to turn up now.
I think we take a long time to get anywhere or do anything. So that helps.
Yeah. It makes things easier to drop in characters. But, like, I don't know. You guys are kind of catching up with them, even though you're, like, half the sessions. In terms of, like, place you are and location you're at. Which is interesting. I don't know why, because I don't feel like your pace is like this. It's really weird. I don't know how you've caught up. You shouldn't have. I think it comes down to like you guys being very goal orientated. That you're like, we have to kill these goblins, and we're gonna kill these goblins.
We don't really have a motivation to explore. Our main motivation is the kind of the reward we've been promised, and kind of this mystery that is unfurling through actually doing these encounters, whilst also doing like extra jobs on the side. We're not exploring because like at least a few of the party are literally from the country that we're in. So it's less of, we want to explore this new environment, and more, we've been promised a lot of money. And there's also this really weird conspiracy going on. And we kind of want to see what's going on there.
Oh, yeah. We've only got one from this country, don't we? It's just Finland, isn't it?
Finland's not from...
Oh, so no one. So like absolutely no one is from where we are. Sick.
No one, no.
I mean...
Finland's from Vamo.
Oh, okay.
From the Nightmand like place.
I'm from... what's it? It begins with an O. I'll remember it.
Okra.
There you go. That's where I'm
very,
from.
very down far north.
Yes. We won't go to Okra in like a long time. Like I have no expectations.
You might do. I mean, if you force the issue, you will.
Yes, but I'm not going to.
Leah is from down south as well, right? But she's from a more deserty place. Athil, I feel like maybe.
No, it was the foresty one.
Oh, Audra.
Yeah, I think
that's the one.
I can double check, but I don't have the.
I'm pretty sure it's like Audra.
And then I'm from like the main area.
You're a dwarf, technically. You're from the dwarf country.
There's a dwarf country? See, as much as I'm a lore gremlin, I've not read up on countries. I decided I'm only going to read when we get to that country. So
nice.
I just haven't touched the countries. I've done everything else, just not the countries. But yeah, we'll get to that.
I think that there's also a big difference in the campaigns that we've not really covered is I mean, you guys know, the Raven Queen aspect is not covered because none of you guys are connected to the Raven Queen Wednesday. So that also adds another factor that Monday are very invested in because there's the whole Raven Queen aspect, which doesn't involve you guys, which I completely threw in because someone wanted to be connected to the Raven Queen.
You mean the child of the Raven Queen?
I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny that, Alex, as you know. In terms of theories, what do you... Let's see if what Alex thinks of your guys' theories on the prophecies and what is happening and what you think is going to happen.
Well, I kind of don't, because I can't give away what we know that they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Please.
Because I have theories about that specific thing, but like we found out all this stuff last session. We got the actual prophecy last session. We found out that piece of information that we're not allowed to talk about last session.
The actual prophecy? Iwan, you bastard! What do you mean, the actual prophecy?
Hey, when you ask a god for the prophecy, they give you the prophecy.
I did. I said, what's the most accurate prophecy? And you said, and I repeat, as a god, they're all accurate. So why? Why? This is just hell. This is torture.
Which god?
You asked.
How traumatized were you?
I mean,
because this god put us through a lot, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll give you 5 questions because I think you deserve it." Because that was kind of messed up.
No, we went to some place and like it wasn't really traumatic. We sacrificed some blood. I kind of thought Iwan wanted that armor to kill us more, and it did nothing. It didn't hurt anyone. That armor was useless. I'm so happy we bested them 2 pieces of armor. Yes,
you did really good.
Yes,
we are
very happy.
Going to face that armor next session. I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they're in the same place we are?
They are heading there, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that place.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not fully done it. It's taken us 2 sessions, or we get very distracted.
You guys have just done the puzzle, right?
Yeah, we.
Yes, yeah. You've just done the puzzle, and they're just about to walk in. So that's what they're at on that one.
Nice. Yeah.
I really hope we do the same thing that we did last time, which is
Same.
accidentally not set off any traps.
Yeah.
Wait, they didn't set off any traps in the last crypt?
No.
No, you're the one that you guys went to.
The one with the first prophecy, that one.
Yeah, the one where you spent 20 minutes crossing the floor.
Yes.
20 real minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they just walked in.
Did they
just walked in?
Did they set off the skeletons?
No.
I feel cheated. That blasphemy. I feel cheated. You know that? It's just, wow. I thought it was riddled. Like, we all thought it was riddled with traps. That's like, I've just had... Wow.
No, I think it was Elena that didn't set the traps off, even though she might have, or could have at least.
It was actually Palin.
The prophecy.
Yeah.
One of them was the reading of the prophecy thing, because
Yeah.
I said Leah wouldn't read it out loud, mainly because I didn't want to. But at that point, I was just like, oh, she could be dyslexic. That could be a good excuse, because it had to be a certain person to read it out. So just accidentally. And also we were doing a specific walking order the entire session, and we just kept on doing it, and it accidentally was exactly the correct thing.
Alex looks so sad right now, and I'm living for it.
I feel so cheated. I mean, it's not your guys' fault. It's the DM in the top right corner. It's it. But
there's also, I think, quite a big thing that we've not covered that I feel like you guys need to berate Alex for. What happened in session 2, Alex?
Oh, we don't talk about session 2.
We do talk about session 2.
It's a session that's called problems. We don't. The goblins.
Tell them what happened in session 2, Alex.
Like I don't actually know if you guys know this. I feel like
they do.
They
They're
do.
aware.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's we left the people we were meant to be escorting, and they might have died, like most of them. And we might have failed our job. But we left to kill goblins, all right? We just wanted to clear the way for everyone. Yeah. But they died. And they died, and you know what has just reminded me? Since that session, nothing has come up with the fact that Lashara knew the people who went after them. Nothing. Not a single thing. No one's talked about it. I've completely forgotten. Now I've remembered. This is important.
Hey, Alex, who's to say it hasn't come up?
Oh, see? Why? This is just... I think Iwan lives for torturing my brain. Like, it's why we haven't hit level 3 yet, because I homebrewed the subclass, and he doesn't want me to use it yet. He just wants to see how long it takes before I lose it mentally.
No, that's not the reason. It's the reason you're leveling up last. It's not the reason it's not happening now.
I knew it as well. I knew I'd be going last. I knew it. I said to Michael, like a week ago, I said, I'm going to be the last to level up. I'm telling you now. And then he was like, oh, I want to level up quick because paladins until level 3 are really not great. I was like, okay.
No, the reason I think you'll level up last is because backstory reasons.
See, that's understandable.
Yeah,
like, I get that.
The actual reason.
I get that.
But I just want to say something. How useful is Annalie as an NPC, guys?
Oh, she's great. She's lovely.
Yeah, she's really useful, isn't she?
She gave us a very nice magic item that's really nice. And because our cleric doesn't heal, so our cleric wears it.
Is that the necklace?
And helps out.
It is the necklace.
Oh, we got that.
You do, but Annalie can upgrade it for these guys because, she's alive.
Yeah, that's no need to rub salt in the wound. Right.
And we're literally saving up money so we can go back to their shop to get all the cool magical items that she sells.
Yes.
That is like our main priority.
Yes.
Again, because she's alive.
Look, we have our blacksmith friend.
We saw the goblins running away and was like, that's not our priority. We've been tasked to protect this wagon, so we're going to stay here. Because why would someone go after them? Because they might come back.
Why would someone go after them? That is an amazing question.
That's weird.
When that was said, I had to mute myself because I was laughing so much.
It's too late. It happened like 8 months ago. I don't know. It's done.
It happened a while ago. Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah.
And
is there anything?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on. No, go on. You go.
Sorry. I'm glad that the party actually didn't go after the goblins, and that we have this person with magical items to go get them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alex.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Are you though?
No. No, I'm not. It's sad because my character was one of the ones who wanted to do it as well. Like, I don't have an excuse. Like, I was like one of the forefront people, like, who wanted to kill those goblins.
Yeah.
Who did? It was one of us who rolled the perception check and saw it and was just like, "That's not our problem." I can't remember who it was, but someone.
Taco, maybe? I think it was Taco.
Maybe.
Probably. It was just, oh, that's not really our problem. We'll stay here. Because the fight wasn't technically over at that point. I don't think. Actually, can't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah, our fight wasn't over, and we ran after them. Like we our fight wasn't over, and then I can't remember who it was at this point, but like someone went after them.
Lashara.
Oh, was it? Yeah, there you go. Lashara, yeah. And then it all went downhill from there. It was, yeah. I mean, you guys would have been paid for fighting the Slards, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah. We just got, oh, well done. You're redeemed-ish. Yeah. Just, no money.
We got we got a party and fun NPC stuff.
Yeah,
and
I think
we
my
got
favorite part of... Go ahead.
No, you go.
300 gold each, I think, as well. 350 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that seriously how much?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I actually owe Michael some more money then. I think I only gave him like 60.
That's what I was thinking. Give Michael his money.
I need to write that down.
350.
But we got the rat bag, and we got.
They do have the rat pack as well.
And we got the who was the familiar? Who got that familiar?
Soshana got the familiar.
Yeah.
Soshana got a pseudo dragon.
Yeah, a pseudo dragon.
Oh, they've only got like 7 health, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not ready now.
No. Still. What did they get
We've got
that?
2 animal companions, so plus
2?
the rat bag.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee's got a cat. Oh. You've got an animal companion. You've got George and the spider.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Half our party is scared of the spider or George. It's like, it's not the same. They're 2 bugs. 2 bugs. It's no. How dare you? Pain.
It was But it was in backstory, so that's why.
That makes sense.
The cat is involved.
Yeah. Is it a speaking cat?
No.
It's not. It's just a cat.
Yeah, just like
it's just as far as I know, a relatively podgy cat.
Fair enough. That's cool.
I mean, if Dan wants a cat, Dan can get a cat.
Dan has a rock, please. Dan doesn't need a cat. Dan's got his pet rock, and he'll die by that pet rock. I love that.
I keep forgetting about the pet rock.
You can't forget about the pet rock. It just exists.
I think Leah would be the kind of person to have a pet rock at some point.
I know. I think how the pet rock was somewhere, and he came along. I think it was at the. Did you guys go to the castle?
No. Oh yes, no. I think you did.
With the undead and the necromancer.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Oh, that was a fun castle. That's where the pet rock's from.
That's where the pet rock is from.
That's where the pet rock's from. And it always comes back. The wondrous rock, as you will. Oh, I love that rock. Yeah. Pets are cool.
I think that was your wraith.
It was close.
That was a tough combat.
But we've had a lot of tough objective, I nearly died 2 sessions ago.
That's true, you did.
Just on rolls, I just nearly died. So
the point of the Wraith was to make sure that we understood that anyone could die at any point, which I feel like you didn't need to scare us as much as you did.
No! So hard to be careful.
It was. It also served as, I think, kind of a... Because Monday is so map, the small places is where the lore stuff are on the map, whereas you guys don't go to those. It was also kind of these are places you can explore, without directly telling you these are places you can explore. Which, thinking back now, would be an easier way to do it than trying to kill the entire party to tell you through a god.
Damn.
But hey, it happened. You guys had a fun combat, and you beat the Wraith.
Yeah. We almost ran away, which you didn't have a plan for.
I was like, can you run away? And he's like, yeah, okay. I don't have anything planned for that, for sure.
I mean, it's a smart idea. It's a wraith. It's a smart idea to run.
It was a choice between leaving players behind and trying to survive for some of the other players, because by the time they thought about running away, Leah was dead already.
Yeah.
So I was already thinking about it, but I was like, but we're leaving Leah behind.
Yeah. That was I was trying to reassure you, Leah would have understood. It's fine, you can go. Just save yourselves.
I mean, I would have gone back anyways for Leah and just been like, guys, we need to revive this person because they're important to the party.
Yeah,
I would have worked something out if you'd ran. I would have worked something out.
I definitely wanted, if we had ran away, I definitely would have wanted to come back just to rescue Leah and somehow just to revive her.
So
I mean, that's nice.
Yeah. I think, there would have been powerful clerics in most of the major towns and villages that you would have visited, so that would have been possible. Do you guys, though, have any questions for Monday? And does Alex have any questions for Wednesday?
You know my questions.
You can't ask your questions. You can't ask that question.
I have one. What kind of would make Iwan kind of think on it for a hot minute?
No.
What would it make him what?
Think on his feet. What would actively make him stop tracks?
Oh, I feel like we do that a lot because we don't do anything according to plan. Ever. I don't think there's been a single thing we've decided that we're going to do and done it. The tactic is if you have intrusive thoughts, just during the week about anything, Doesn't have to be campaign related. Just do it on the session. That's what I do, at least. That's what I try and do. Any intrusive thought I have, I just do. Just, and then like you can just discuss the idea with the part. For instance, I have a pet rock because I asked, and then I have a I broke. You guys know Niles, right? The shopkeeper. Do you know? They do they?
I don't think you ever really went into that store in Fally in the general goods store. I don't think you ever really went in there because you just spoke to Annalie.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, I
Niles
love
is
Niles.
Is
He's
Guy.
literally my best friend. but yeah, I went into I sell him alcohol. It's a thing. I'm a merchant basically, but I sell him alcohol, and then I that started because I found a bottle of alcohol in a goblin camp. So if you just find something like really like small and like irrelevant, and then just decide it's really important, Joanne will have to stop and think of it, and it becomes a big thing. Like the buttons, like the button lord didn't exist until we found a crate of buttons. And that was absolutely regretted that. So if you find something that you're like, oh, this is probably not important, make it important, and then he'll just be confused.
Yeah,
and then, it works.
Run with it. If it's make it a bit, and I will include it in some way. Yeah. I will make it something relevant.
We have the creepy food that makes.
You do noises. Have the creepy food that makes a noise.
That's so cool. Food that makes
it was. We've got. It was screaming nuts.
Screaming nuts of okra. Whispering rice.
And murmuring moose.
Murmuring moose.
So far.
Now, technically, Dan being from Okra, would he not know about the screaming nuts of Okra? Just
he would.
Just throwing a question out there. Oh, that's great.
He would.
I know what delicacies I'm going to ask Niles for.
Alex.
Yes.
Did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of daytime fatigue?
Whoa.
And I was shocked to learn that even mild hydration can cause headaches, muscle weakness, brain fog, and luckily there's a solution. Cure.
I didn't know that, believe it or not. But did you know the formula is made with all natural ingredients like coconut water powder and pink Himalayan salt? Mental that. It's free from artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives. Cure Hydration is vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO, making it a great option for anyone with dietary preferences or restrictions.
Damn, that's pretty amazing.
I know.
Today, Cure is on a mission to help people stay hydrated and feel their best without compromising on quality, taste, or sustainability.
Are you ready to combat dehydration? Try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use code LICHPLEASE in capitals for 20% off your order.
Yeah, that's code LICHPLEASE for 20% off everything.
In capitals, guys. No spaces. Just LICH, please.
Block capitals.
Like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy that. What a small world.
Incredible.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, there is a question I have had for the other campaign is, like, how did you guys come across the goblin camps in the first place? Because we had our in from going to the first camp, and then one of the characters who like had to leave was her dad gave us the whole missions for the goblin camps. Like, how did you guys
uncle
how did you guys come across the goblin camps?
We were asked to start looking at them by a noble who is important to one of our characters' backstories.
I think it was Taco.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Taco. It's Taco's.
Yeah.
Taco's ex-husband.
That we don't know.
Yeah.
But we know out of character.
Yeah. Taco's told one member of the party about
Pip, I think.
Yeah, I think it is Pip. But the rest of us are just like, oh, she really needed the toilet and missed that meeting. other stuff was happening. It's quite interesting, actually. But yeah, we were just kind of asked to look into it because, you know, merchant stuff, and also we were offered a lot of money to do it.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Pretty much covers it.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's also brought me to another question of great importance, this one. Have you guys got a deep distrust for each other? And do you make chats in private to figure out conspiracy theory? It's an insane question. Half our party have a deep distrust for everyone. They just, it's the backstories and the stuff that's happened. So, yeah.
No,
only one.
No. We have.
Okay, I was gonna say the only one that distrusts anyone in the party the most would be Taco with like the royal people. So me and Kaylin, just because we're royal, and that's. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. As a party, we don't like. We have a chat without Ewan, obviously, but like,
of course.
I don't think any of us have like, apart from Taco, all of us have like we're very transparent, I guess, about like what's going on with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally only Taco who's doing secretive stuff. And like, I think the only one who really would be suspicious is Pip, who knows everything already.
Yeah.
Well, most of it, at least.
Yeah.
The rest, we're just like, oh, this is fun. We're having fun. And I guess we don't talk about our backstories much, but nobody's really keeping secrets.
So you guys haven't gone
we
to
could
like Whispers?
talk about it.
So you guys haven't gone to Whispers a few times?
Yeah.
Only when we're talking
like twice,
to a god.
maybe?
Yeah. It'd be 3 times.
How many times?
No, wait, it would be twice. Because it was one with Kaden and one with me and Shoshana. Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have we gone to Whispers, Alex?
Like every session. And it's never me. I've never been. I'm always the one listening, and it's really sad. It's really just infuriating. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone else has been to Whispers. Maybe not Tyr, but I'm so sure everyone else.
Oh no, Tyr's been.
It's just me. I'm the only and I'm the only person whose whole backstory is known. It's sad. Yes. Everyone keeps secrets. I mean, it adds for flavour. But
it's definitely interesting.
Yes, but like, I'm like, since session like 1, the party was just distrustful of each other, like from the get go. Not even just because, like, don't get me wrong, we're all friends and it's amazing. But as our characters, everyone likes to keep secrets. Like, are you guys all half? Like, are your races known?
Yeah.
You guys know each other characters' races.
You know each other's races. Everyone's a half elf, apart from you, Goliath, and Delilah, who's an elf.
It's a lie. It's not true.
We have a nice range of races, and everyone is pretty transparent. We've got a full elf. I think we've got. We've got a tabaxi. We have.
Yep.
I think so.
Is Taco a half elf? Or.
Yes.
Yeah. Leah's a Furborg, and Shoshana, I don't actually know what your race is, but it's like not something that's...
Yeah, it's kind of like...
I think it's just because I'm not paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not paying attention half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice range.
That's a cool range. Really
yeah.
Oh, I'm the only.
We very much stick out.
Yeah, it's an odd pairing.
Yeah, I mean,
grouping.
We stick out, not for the race of our characters. I'd argue we stick out because we're imbeciles, like sometimes. Mostly Dan and Tyr. Character choice. Yeah, damn. Imagine trusting your party members. Just what an amazing time that must be.
I think most of the NPCs we encounter trust us as well. Like, apart from Todd, most of them like us, I think. Apart from that one incident with the old lady you slept with, but that's a...
Yeah.
That's because
That
you
was
ghosted
really
her.
Thalia Dawnbreaker, the you know the lady in the Slard village in the place that you guys slept every night.
Yeah.
Shana bonked her.
Which lady? Wait, oh, the place we slept at. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the guild hall.
Yeah, nice. Fair enough.
It was only a little bit awkward.
Oh, it happened in session? Okay.
It
I thought it was just like a cat. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it happened and then it faded to black because...
Yeah. Understand.
I mean, later on, after being ghosted for a few days...
I did try cleaning the bathrooms, which ended up horribly for me.
Yeah.
Understandable. I mean, we haven't had a moment like that yet. I'm sure we will. Actually, there's I think there's a 25% chance we will.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen with your party. I think everyone is too interested in chaos to talk to NPCs for long enough to build a relationship with them.
I've got a relationship with NPCs-ish.
You've got a relationship with NPCs because they pay you.
Exactly. Yay. I mean, we've got a good relationship with Bertram. I would debate.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I mean, we have a bad relationship with every other NPC we've met, minus one. That the guard at the Slard Town, the strong lady, but that was unintentional. We didn't mean to have a good relationship with her. It just happened.
That's true.
Yes.
Which one's the strong lady?
Zephyrina Stormrider, the mayor's daughter, adopted daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, people don't like us in our town. So, I don't know. Confuses me. I thought our party was very charismatic and nice to people. So, really confusing. We don't stalk people or steal things. That's not true. We don't do that.
I do not believe that. I don't know why.
Honestly, it's so shocking. I mean, I think our party's not that dislikable. It's just unlucky.
No,
it's
just a reputation that you've got.
Yeah. It happened, and it was stuff happened.
So, in terms of how when they came together, I recruited in a Dimension 20 fan group for the majority of people, apart from you, Leah, and Kaylin, who came from university. I think recruiting in the D20 groups has been incredibly successful. I've never had an issue with anyone I've got from not saying that Monday are an issue, but there are some bad apples that you get in some of the online recruiting groups.
Oh yeah.
But I just think that fandom is, I don't know, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is just there to have a good time. And I think it works so well in that.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot that you
just to get players.
People who are non-binary, not a whole lot of men in the group.
Yeah. That also helps.
The fact that
it is.
Our entire party is women.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Both.
As in your characters or the players?
I think
everyone is play both. Yeah.
One uses she/they cool. pronouns. So.
Yeah.
I mean, we've. It's just me and Tyr that are. Guys, not well. Me and Tyr that are guys. Our parties, I think it's a 50-50 split between women and men, the characters. But players is
yes.
Me and Tyr are the only guys, and then everyone else. Obviously, apart from Iwan, but he's the DM, he doesn't count.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how Wednesday came about in terms of that. I think it was just coincidence that it was just the characters that you guys proposed that just fit so well together. And I mean, you guys replied, so that there was that. When I'd be like, "So what's your character idea?" and then you'd come with an idea, and I'd be like, "Great, you're in."
I replied, and I didn't get invited.
I was complaining to someone my old campaign about not being part of a campaign anymore, and he basically just gave my information to you, I think.
Yes, that's pretty much it, yeah. Which is like, if I get a recommendation from a person who's like, this person who I play with, and they're like, this person is good, I'm like, okay, they're in automatically because I like you as a player. I'm sure your friend's also going to be a great player, so they're in. So that's how you would like, not even a question.
It was like within a week we were doing session 0, and I was like, already? Okay. Because I was in the middle of moving out of university.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, I think session 1 I was packing to move out, and session 2 I was unpacking, moving. I was back home unpacking.
Nice.
So it was a bit of it was a bit stressful. But it was fun.
Have you guys ever looked online for like D&D in the past, and have you had good experiences, bad experiences?
Where I didn't.
Oh.
But a majority of the groups I'm in have been fairly good. Oh, yeah,
sure. Do you want to tell us some of the horror stories?
I'll do the kind of creepier one first. Just get it.
Okay, so do you want to just give a brief, maybe some any trigger warnings you think need to be?
For the second story, I'll get a content warning of like women's bodies, just because it was like a control thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one, again, control issues, age, consent, ignoring consent. Yeah. Kind of like those kinds of things. No.
That's not fun.
Do you want me to go ahead with the story?
Yeah, go ahead, and then we'll... Yeah, just if you don't want to hear this, you can like fully just skip ahead.
Yeah.
Like so 10. Anyways, skip ahead like 10 minutes.
This happened when I was about 23-ish, and the guy at the time was like 40, and I'm pretty sure he had a massive crush on me. Like one of those really weird, creepy ones. And so he essentially forced me throughout the campaign to do like really weird stuff. Like there was times where I was in like lingerie for no reason, and and he forced shit on me that I did not want, especially old. And there was one time where it was getting close to my birthday. He consistently tried to come over to my house to hang out with me for my birthday, and I continued saying no, do not come, over and over and over again. And he was just like, no, it'll be great, it'll be fun. I'm like, no, don't come. And he relented after like the 12th time.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And then no.
Yeah, that's not great.
No, that's not.
I don't understand why some people want this in go for this in D&D. Like I don't like, for me it's just about a couple of like random kooky guys running about the countryside doing random shit. They get into bar fights, they find some goblins, they commit goblin genocide. That's what it is. It's not.
A few like war crimes.
Just a few.
Yeah, exactly. It's all just in good humour.
I mean, Geneva doesn't exist in D&D, so go crazy. Well, not too crazy, but I agree.
I'm gonna make a Geneva now.
I've been in some very intense conversations about war crimes in D&D, because in my old campaign we were trying to work out whether we had committed a war crime or not, because we had blown up some trains. Well, one of us had blown up a train that was technically going towards a battlefield, so it technically could have been a war crime.
Okay, yeah, I
There's
can
a bit
see
more context to that. There was a discussion of whether or not we had killed civilians or medical personnel.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
I
they
can see how
did
that could constitute a war crime.
I think we did do some later on when we overthrew two separate governments, but that's like a whole separate thing that we didn't really discuss. We just did.
Yeah. Yeah. Monday did that at one point. Well, they were going to in a different campaign, which you were not in at this point. I don't think you know about this, actually. And they were like, yeah, let's start a revolution. And the Lord went, okay, I'll join you, but what's your plan for after? And they went, what do you mean? And he went, well, you're about to dismantle a monarchy that's ruled for the last few hundred years. What's your plan for, when you do dismantle it? And they went, And he was like, I can't give you my support then because, what's your plan?
Nice.
Which I think, if you, as you know them, makes perfect sense for them.
Yeah, I could see that.
We just had NPCs that we could push the responsibility onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not giving you guys NPCs, because take the responsibility. It's your fault.
Well, in the other campaign I'm in with Derek, we push our we've overturned a few towns, and our most recent town we've overturned has a squirrel as its leader. So NPCs are clearly important.
What's his name?
I actually don't know the squirrel's name.
Have you not asked its name? That's
no. The name is known. It's just not to me. Like, I can't remember. It's a squirrel we found and picked up and made the leader, and we rolled really well. So the squirrel knows communism. And so it's a communist town with a communist squirrel. Like, genuine. And the town before we raised someone from the dead only taught them communism and gave him the title. Like, we are breaching into communism in this campaign. It's a thing. It's just a thing.
That's good.
Yes. But I've committed like several war crimes in that like multiple like war crimes have been committed in that campaign. Yeah.
So can we slide over to my favorite part?
Yes.
Come on, Alex.
Yes, we can. We can do.
Read us a story.
We can do the horror story. I think you'll like this one.
Okay.
This is like a thing that you've complained about before.
Okay.
I know. Oh, my towel.
Ooh. Am I going to agree myself now is the question.
Whoa. So, the title is DM disintegrates player with a cantrip because of another player's crit fail. Yeah. Very nice. I know. So, this is from, I think it's an unrelated, like a player, and it just telling them what happened, I think. So, this is a story from when my friends and I played D&D for the first time ever. They started 5th edition. Our DM was a huge fan, but had no one to play with, and decided to introduce all of us to Roll20 and how the game works in the hopes of setting up a campaign for us to enjoy. Our game was set in your trusty good old fantasy high world with a balanced party: Paladin, Warlock, Fighter, Rogue, and Bloodhunter. However, the campaign overall progressed very, very turbulently, lacking a balance of fair encounters, and most of the time, our characters would be utterly defeated by the enemies at hand and constantly need to be saved by one of his cool NPCs. I know. This particular saving of our characters was what he called the training wheels. Yeah, that's quite naff. I was always rather annoyed because even when I tried to think of any plan or solution, nothing could possibly work. Literally, even the best case scenario of each encounter wouldn't come close to victory. I'm talking surprise round, good initiative, everything hit, high damage roll, and good positioning, and I still didn't see us winning. High level DMPCs or DM NPCs or whatever, would randomly spawn in our camps and threaten us just for the fun of it, or somehow know about actions that we took in complete secret. And in brackets, they just put I could go on forever. As we were approaching a certain point of our story, he exclaimed that this is it. Our training wheels are being taken off, and now we would be responsible for our mistakes. We were set to investigate a tower of cultists. We got a meeting with their commander, who promised us access to the inner circle if we slayed 3 manticores that are prowling his territory. God, I'm stuttering.
Jesus.
Yeah. This was a pretty ridiculous encounter, considering 2 of us, the fighter and paladin, could do nothing to them as they floated in the sky, and he made them fly out of range of the characters who could even attack them constantly. What a fun way to play our first campaign. Keep in mind we're level 3, fighting 3 supremely intelligent and buffed special manticores somehow.
That's intense. That's
awful. Jesus.
I was thinking, come on, surely they're like level 5 or something. Level 3 is rough.
Yeah. Anyway, our blood hunter was getting pretty banged up. They constantly focused on him with their multi-attacks, and he was nearing 0 hit points. This is when our warlock shot another Eldritch Blast, and the horror and nightmare began. He rolled a natural 1. Our DM made weapon crit fails break your sword or attack yourself, and for a spell crit fail, he rolled a dice equal to how many applicable targets there were in range, and made randomly target one of them. So, like, just standard, like, crit 1 stuff, like, for just standard.
Okay, that's things. Yeah, that's fair. I can understand it.
Yeah. However, the DM told him that he was dead outright. That nothing more was left of his character than a speck of dust and a tiny bit of his ashes. No death saves.
That's not what Eldritch Blast does,
no,
but sure.
It's not. No death saves, no nothing. Another player's crit fail Eldritch Blast just disintegrated a player character. He told us that dying to any magical attack meant that you died outright. With that said, to make it worse, no matter what the now player said, the DM wasn't allowing it. He did not allow him to make a new character and continue playing with us because it would break continuity. He did not allow him to retcon the outcome just purely for the sake of continuing to hang out with us on Thursdays and Fridays. Bonus, this one is for fun since it didn't end here, but our DM made us take double the maximum damage of a spell if we crit failed on the saving throw. This got our rogue to suffer the exact same fate a few sessions later, becoming disintegrated by acid splash he failed on. Apparently, the DM explained that the lack of fairness in the encounters was simply that it was an adventure module he purchased, and that we simply failed to overcome it because of our incompetence. Wow. What?
It feels like he directly had an issue with his party and actively tried to kill them repeatedly.
That seems really dumb, though. He's asked his friends to start DMing for them, new players, because he wanted them to get into it, and just killed them.
That sounds like
that's awful.
The sort of thing that will put a new player completely off D&D forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like level 3? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would have.
Yeah,
I mean, oh no.
Yeah, I would have not played if that was like my first campaign.
Yeah. It feels like they heard the DM's a dick meme and were like, you know what? I'm gonna beat this. I can destroy this. I can do one better.
Yeah, because
and really went for it.
Before I said it, I was like, this is the part you disagree with because you don't like the boringness of rolling in that one and it being someone just gets hit. Like I remember speaking about that in session 0. That you have your own rules, and I agree. I think it's awful. Like, don't get me wrong. It's understandable if you fail really badly at something. You're going to hit someone or something mess up. But, like, I prefer that we get to roll a d6 in yours and have the chance to not hit someone or take damage.
Because what I don't like is the fact that I know it's possibly more realistic, but it's just shit if you end up, like, I don't know, you do Eldritch Blast and you take one of your party. Say, like, you're a warlock, you're playing with a level 1 wizard, you Eldritch Blast it and it goes down because it's got 8 hit points and it's a wizard. So it's going to die. And then you have killed your friend in your first campaign. It's boring. That's shit. No one wants that. It's really depressing if you're the one that kills your friend in the campaign. It might be narratively satisfying in the game and like later on. At the time, it's going to feel shit for you, shit for them, just not what you should be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like So Nat One's hitting other players. Like, it can be really funny. Like, there's been incidents. Yeah, it can be really funny. But, like, you shouldn't, like, the disintegrating thing is just dumb, and the insta-kill is also really dumb. Because the whole point is there's always a chance you can get back up.
Yeah.
With death saves. That, like, there's still that opportunity, and to completely just ignore it and be like, no, we're not doing that, we're gonna have you just die, it feels very much this DM was just trying to kill his players.
Cannon
honestly.
powder.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is poor DMing.
It also he's also, in his own way, he's made it a problem, because he could have had them face consequences from the beginning and scaled it appropriately. But by having these DM NPCs, these amazing adventurers, come in and do stuff, it's kind of like, well, we don't need to worry, because it's, I don't know, the entire thing is like just a bad idea. You need to, if they start at level 1, appropriately giving, like, okay, we finished this combat, let's, out of character, let's talk about what abilities that you have at level 1. I mean, at first, they're new players, and if you're a DM, you should have some level of understanding of what's going to happen. If they don't do a combat as optimally as you think they could have, communicate. As we always say with these stories, it is communication. Literally just say, okay, Rogue, you've got this ability that you could have done here that could have helped. Or Paladin, you've got protection where you could have taken 10 hit points, you could have minimized it by 10. You could do that. It just, like, tell them what they can do, because it's daunting looking at a sheet as a new time player, being like, I've got all this shit I can do, but, like, what does it do, essentially?
Yeah, I agree. That is poor DMing, and I don't know if he has DM'd before, but to blame it on the module as well, I think is funny. Like, he just went, "Oh, it's the module, guys. Like, you guys are just bad. It's the module." Yeah.
If you're running the module, fucking change it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's your job to balance it properly. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I feel
you can make on-the-fly decisions about the hit points of a creature. Sorry, go on.
I feel there's definitely been some encounters I've been in where, like, it's very obvious that the DM is just making up the hit points because they want to see what will happen. But that's more for a fun effect. Like, let this go on for as long as it's fun, and also because sometimes you can end up in encounters that that DMs aren't expecting, so they'll just kind of have to go with the flow of it, and that can be different. Can be difficult to have something prepared for that and have the specific hit points, but you should never let it get to the point where your characters need rescuing constantly, because they're supposed to be a party and they're supposed to work together and they're supposed to succeed together.
Yeah.
Instead of...
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just kind of not great.
I had something. What was I going to say? I don't remember. It's gone. Never mind. It's gone.
Nice.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just issues. I think that's possibly one of the worst ones that we've had.
It's up there.
Just because it's just a shit situation all around.
Yeah, it's up there. It is very not good way to start DMing. But, you know, I'm assuming they continued playing D&D. Like,
I hope so. I hope they've had a decent DM who's not out to kill them.
Hopefully.
Repeatedly.
Hopefully.
We've got such a great DM here who isn't out to...
Well,
thank you.
He's a little bit evil, but he has things prepared for us. Just a little bit evil.
Just a tad bit evil.
All the encounters I run for both groups are ranked as deadly, because I think they've got to be interesting. If you guys are just walking into every encounter blasting things away, it's not fun. I mean, sometimes you do that, and I don't expect it. Sometimes you just walk in and you breathe things. What have you guys breathed? The goblin attack, I thought it would take you guys longer to do. You walked through that. You guys, Alex was the Slard with Michael just going, hang on, that can't move. It's now immobile. It's prone. And I was like, well...
Yes, the Slard.
We actually had to retreat with the Slard.
You did.
We had a bit of trouble with it. But, you know. Yeah, we did. In the next session. Yeah. We went back, regrouped, and then it took like 1, maybe 2 rounds. If I remember correctly.
Mm. It wasn't long
maybe
after that.
3. No.
Yeah, I don't think you were there, but you definitely would have... Monday would have had a problem if Michael hadn't of...
We didn't even have everyone. It was he clutched up big time. It was
Michael saved you there significantly as a paladin. I don't remember what spells he cast, but he just...
It was something like Compelled Duel. I can't remember. Something
Compelled Duel, that was it, and then stop them.
Yeah. And it was really good. Like, we didn't even have our whole party. It just went really well. I mean, I think that's the most I've ever hit, apart from maybe last session. Last session I hit quite a bit. But, like, yeah, Michael did, in fact, clutch up big time and let us kill that Slard easily. Even the Slard Festival thing, I think we were fine. Like, did anyone even go, like, get knocked for the Slard Festival?
Yes.
I think we did a bit, but a couple of us did, but we split up. So we were each like taking on, because there were a few enemies, we ended up splitting up because of the plan we had. And it ended up that, so I think 2 of us went down for a bit. Maybe? I can't remember, but yeah, we split up and it didn't go very... I mean, we succeeded in the end, and nobody died. You did. So
no, nobody died.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think thank you guys for coming on. I think you've both been great guests. You both made Alex very angry.
I would say I'm not angry at them. I'm frustrated at you.
Yeah,
that's what we're going for.
Not angry at them, but it's satisfying to me. And I think at some point I might try and figure out a way to get a cross-party session. So both groups together for some kind of end game, Marvel kind of matchup. Or, I don't know, there'll be some, Bertram will go rogue and you've got to Thanos him or something. I don't know. There'll be something.
Oh, Bertram.
The Bardoff, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Well, thank you for coming on. I don't know what we'll be doing episode after this, but we'll figure out something.
Yes, something.
Remember to give us that like on Spotify, give us that 5-star review. Watch on YouTube, Amazon, Google, Apple?
Yes, Apple.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And remember, code Lich, please, for Cure hydration.
Block.
Capitals.
Yeah.
Block capitals.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and see you guys next week.